Hey, IDS 302. All right, let's get going with some good stuff here. This is Sunday, January 24th, Championship Sunday. It's 9/11. I don't know, not my favorite time of day, but a little cool and rainy in Phoenix. But it's good to be out here, and it's good to be doing the 302 video here. I think we're getting into we're going to start getting into some real good stuff in this, starting with this video. And I'm hoping that we can all touch base and do this. Frankly, I think I've got like 23 students in this class, 26. And hold on, my son just told me he's getting a bad feeling about the game. All right. All right. So I lost my train of thought. I have 26 students in 302. It's a very nice number for me to work with because most people are going to do something different. Okay. Next in session B, I got all 302, and it's going to be like 70. So it's going to make it harder for me to get a lot of one-on-ones done, and that opens up for trouble. But let's take a look at what's going on in 302. I think I've been mumbling some of the Easter eggs. Sometimes I kind of do it on purpose. I want people to really listen for it, but I'm going to try to keep that clear. All right, here's a big thing that I want you to remember because I've talked about it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to deduct, and I'm going to deduct, and I'm going to deduct till we're all blue in our faces. But Times New Roman, 12-point font, double line spacing, paragraph indents. These are the common formatting requirements for this class. Okay. Times New Roman, 12-point font, double line spacing, paragraph indents. You must do that or you get this deducted, as you might have found out in your topic request. That came with me as like one paragraph, Calibri 12, single spacing. Um, unreadable, unreadable. By the way, I'm doing some repotting here this week. I've got I went and made a killing over at Home Depot, and I got some inside yet. Like $400 worth of plants. Try to keep me happy, make me happy. Huh? All right, so, and this baby's pretty big, huh? Look at that. I like it. It's 3 stalks, 3 trees. Anyhow, okay, that's what you came for, right? Come for the knowledge, stay for the weird guy. All right, so remember the minimum. If there's a minimum point thing, minimum word thing, you need to get over that. If you just hit the minimum really close, you probably won't get a high score. You'll probably get like a C range, 70%. If you don't make the minimum, wow, okay. What else was I going to say? Oh, let's talk about the topics real quick in terms of formatting. So I gave a list of topics for choose your topic. And where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. And now, yes, I capitalize them as topics, okay? However, once you get into this, start writing and writing to me and everything, only capitalize proper nouns. Only capitalize disciplines and proper nouns, okay? I don't want to freak you out like I'm changing your whole conception of English language. It's always been the same. You capitalize proper nouns, and in this case, you capitalize the disciplines, all right? So, climate change, unless it starts a sentence, it can be low C's. Sustainability, low C's, unless you're talking about the discipline. Domestic terrorism, lowercase, okay? Current political climate, lowercase. Black Lives Matter, proper noun. It's a proper noun. Coronavirus, I think it's common, you know. CBD, it's capitalized abbreviation. And when you do CBD in your paper, I'm going to ask you that you spell out what CBD stands for, and then in parentheses you put CBD so that we know after that it's all about the CBD, okay? Pollution is all lowercase. Air, light, water, noise, whatever. Animal rights, lowercase. Gun rights, lowercase. Gun control, lower. Food shortage, lowercase. Criminal justice system, lowercase. Artificial intelligence, lowercase, but AI should be capitalized after you introduce the concept of artificial intelligence. Urban mass trans is lowercase. Self-driving vehicles, lowercase. And alternative medicines are lowercase. So there you go. I don't want everybody to go off crazy with capitalization there, all right? Let's see. Nobody got dinged for that. Nobody's going to get dinged for that right now. It's just going to be a reminder. Okay. Let's go with Easter egg number 1. Drum roll, please. Easter egg number 1 is coffee slurping. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. And if you send it to me as a joke, I'm going to ding you 10 points. Easter egg number 1 is remember formatting. What is it again? All Word docs, of course. Times New Roman, 12-point font, double line spacing, paragraph indents. Okay? All right. Let's get into module 3, the learning materials. You got chapter 4 and 5 of Tanner, and it's like 8 and 8 pages, 16 pages, good reading, solid reading. You need it because you're going to get a quiz at the end of this on all those things, chapters 1 through 5. It's like probably 15 multiple choice, 15 true or false. You'll ace it. I know you will. But get those readings done. Now there's an assignment called Pick One. And by the way, before I do that, let me talk about putting these videos out when I'm doing it now. I want to stay ahead of the game. I'm thinking about moving some things around. I did that for 301. I'm going to do it for you guys and gals. Getting the introductory video to the module out on Sunday instead of Monday. And then getting the second video out probably by Wednesday or so. It depends what type of information and knowledge I want to pass on, because it seems like a lot of people are going to push the assignments back to the end of the week anyways, and I understand that, the weekends, things like that. You're going to be working on things. So it's going to be Sunday, Wednesday, or Sunday, Thursday, unless something different happens. But I'm also going to kind of, make sure most of the stuff is due Sunday by midnight. But again, there's a chronological order to things, okay? So it might be Saturday then Sunday, but I don't want everything to go, all at once, because then you don't know what to do first. But if I don't think there's a discerning reason for that, I'll just make it when it is, All right, so let's go with, and get your topics into me. And then there's only 26 of you, like I said, that I'll be talking about this in a little while, but you're going to be free to set up a call with me, Zoom meeting, phone call. My schedule's pretty wide open to discuss where you're specifically taking your research. It's going to be very important for you in terms of your success in this course, all right, that you get it. So there's the video, there's the readings, there's the pick one, okay, pick one. That's a little assignment that I put in to try to get people to go thoroughly through some material, but only have to write about one of them. I'd like you to check them all out. Okay, there's an interview with Michael Price-Dia, talks to the former student. Michael Price-Dia is my colleague, my friend, my mentor. He was my 301 and 301 and 402 instructor when we had 402 back in the day. And now we're friends, talk a lot, put this our 301 together. It's a good article about him talking with a former student about this deal. Yeah, and then there's number 2 is the Association for Interdisciplinary Studies. It's a website for the Association for Interdisciplinary Studies. It's not just about the landing page. They used to have one on, Black Lives Matter. Move through that. I want some, look through the site. Okay, I belong to the Association for Interdisciplinary Studies, and I think many of you might be a little pleasantly surprised that there is such an organization, because it just gives you a little more cred in terms of what you're studying. Then there's the International Network for Science of Team Science. That's a good website. I'd like to go through that if you can. I'd like to do it. You don't have to write about it, but take a look at it. One of our instructors, Andy Hess, her and I are the only 2 faculty that went through the BIS at the time program and are now teaching. But she's got her hand in that pretty strongly. Then number 4 is Barker, Gilbreth, and Stone, the interdisciplinary needs of organization. Some of these things might seem to be outdated if you look at the date, but if you read them, they're very pertinent to things. I mean, this is probably written 20 years ago. Then there's Zimdar's, the world of cross-functional teams. That's a good one. Read that. And then finally, Newell, the state of the field. Bill Newell is, he was just an icon in the field. He died, I think, last year, and many of my colleagues knew him personally. He really advanced the field, and he has some concerns, though, so it's another good thing to skim through at the very least to get some idea about this field that you chose, especially now that you're in 302 and you don't have a lot to do yet after this. And then you're going to put it on a Word doc in Times New Roman 12-point font, double line spacing, paragraph indents, and I want you to write a minimum of 300 words, and there's some questions in there. And like I said, I rewarded for thinking as far outside the box here as you'd like, okay? So that's important. Also, again, I want to emphasize if anybody wants, as we move into more papers and things, if you want to get clarification from me and even push back, I get it. I understand it. You have a right to do so. I have a right to throw it out of the court system. No, I will talk to you and listen, take it into consideration, and see what I can do. Okay? Don't be afraid to do that. Not that students today are. I mean, some people come over here and beat me up. I mean, you guys just aren't afraid of anything. Back when I was a kid. No, just kidding. All right. Then we get to Tanner step 1. Yay, it's starting. What I'm going to do here, let's see. So all you have to do here is you have to do the pick 1 and the quiz. Now, I would recommend you doing the quiz and the pick 1 earlier in the week. Okay? In fact, I made the quiz. Let me just double check because I think I'm going to switch some things around. I want you to really be able to focus on your Tanner step 1. So I am going to make it, I'm going to double check here. Module 3. Yeah, this quiz is moving up. Oh, you have 2 quizzes. My bad. Okay, so you got to pick one that's due Tuesday. You got quiz 2 due Thursday. You've got another video coming out, of course, but and then you've got Tanner step 1 I've got on Saturday and quiz 3 on Sunday. I am definitely going to make Tanner step 1 on Sunday also. Push that back a day. They'll give you that day to do that. Okay, there it is. So now the quiz and step 1 are doing the same day. I'd recommend you getting the quiz done sooner. Let's see. The quiz is, I know the quiz 1 is multiple choice and, hold on a second. Quiz 2, 60 points, that's the multiple choice. And true and false, that's the one I'm leaving there. Then you got quiz 3, and that is, I believe, I'm going to preview that thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 points. 5 points per each question. This is a gimme because you got to basically answer 5 questions that revolve around the ethics that I have a page on in module 2 that we talked about. Okay, there's 4 true and false and 1 multiple choice. God, am I easy? This one's got to change. Okay, so that gets done by Sunday also. Then we got to talk about step 1 and the steps and what's going on here. So I'm going to talk more about step 1 on Wednesday's video. So this time I'm going to give you a little more generic breakdown again. Okay, we're using 5 steps from Tanner, page 34, I believe, bottom of it, to analyze a problem, an issue, phenomena. Okay, and so we're going to do that in 5 steps, and this is the first step. So you're choosing your topic. I'm going to jump ahead for the topic. Again, when you choose your topic, keep in mind that because of limitations and obstacles in this course, from being 7.5 weeks long, for you to be being very nascent researchers and new, to being coming from all different topics, all those obstacles, we just don't jump to like thinking of what research is. It's got to be structured. It's got to have form. It's got to add something to the body of knowledge in that field, right? We talked about this. So you can't just go off cocked and I'm just going to research this and I'm going to read everything about it and I'm going to write it all down. No, research isn't about you learn. This research is not about you learning something. That's inherent to what's going to happen. Your job in research at this level is to add something to the body of knowledge in your field. Yes, you'll learn something doing it. But that's like saying, I got to repot these plants, but I'm going to also breathe. Well, the breathing just, you know it. You're already going to learn something, but you got to add some knowledge. So to do that with these obstacles I'm talking about, 7.5 weeks, crawling stage research and different topics and subjects, you are going to do a survey, a quantitative survey of random adults. And the main thrust of that survey and research is going to be what are some of the opinions, perceptions, and experiences regarding blank revealed in a survey of random adults. Even more specific, what are some of the opinions, comma, perspectives, comma, Oxford, comma, and experiences regarding blank, your topic, comma, revealed in a survey of random adults, question mark. You'll see that question posed a little later here. So when you think about your topic, if it's sustainability, great. But you're going to be asking regular people, random adults, questions about sustainability that you're going to use as your data. Okay. So this could be the perception of sustainability in their communities. It could be their own habits that relate to sustainability, whether that's energy efficient vehicles, homes, recycling, light bulbs, composting. These are questions that random adults could answer. And this is what you're going to shoot for. So whatever your topic is, think about in terms of random adults. If it's Black Lives Matter, think about it as the provocative topic it is, and what are random adults going to say? And of course, when your question is going to be, race or ethnicity, age, okay, it could be political leanings. It's all anonymous, so you should get this information. So what we're going to do is apply these topics to humans, random adults, and put that together, okay? So, you're not going to, research climate change in the North Atlantic Sea because random adults probably don't have much of a experience or opinion on that. So, again, I've only like twice in 4 years have I allowed students to go off and do a completely different methodology and design because they were experienced researchers in other areas, okay? So I've never regretted keeping it on task because trust me, you're going to be happy later when you're like, my God, it would be too overwhelming for you to try to do qualitative research and interview a bunch of people and transcribe a bunch of things. No, it's quantitative. Everyone gets the same questions and the same choices of answers. There's nothing open-ended except for age, okay? Age is the only fill in the blank. There is no answer on any of your question that is termed other with a line to fill in. Okay, there is none. You're not going to do qualitative. You're not going to do mixed methods. You're going to do quantitative. You want to quantify your answers. Okay, so that's why, again, if you look at the step 1 page, there's a sample of step 1 there, and there's another sample of a final paper. I'm going to double check those and make sure they're as good as the ones I posted in module 2, but look at those also. Get some idea, all right? Notice I have your formatting expectations requirements, Word doc only, Times New Roman 12 point font. Paper in heading or running head, name, okay? No cover page, not yet, okay? You can just title a paper 10 or step 1, no cover page, no table of contents, no abstract, double line space, paragraphs indented, 1 tab, no pronouns. Here's the tricky part. You don't get to appear in this, any of this paper. There is no I, me, my. You don't exist. You're writing in third person. It's going to be a challenge for some of you, but when you do it, it's going to be so much better. Think about when you're in high school or other books you've read, history class, things like that. When you read about the War of 1812 and these people did this to these people, whatever. You didn't read. I always wanted to write about the War of 1812 for history classes because the War of 1812 was so important, and I liked it. No, you never see the author in your classes. That's what you're doing now. You're going to stay out of it. And the meanest thing I could say is that nobody cares. Okay. That's just so mean. I know it is. But think of it like researchers do research in areas that they're experienced in, that they have passion in. It's inherent. You're not going to do research on something you hate. Why are you doing it then? I question your values. So it's already a given. You're doing research on something you want to learn about. Great. Now let's see what you're going to do about that, right? So I want to give it to you that way. Give it to you straight, kid. I hope you get that, like I said. So look at the way it is. I'm going to talk more about the formatting and citations and things like that on the next video because we're right about 20 minutes. I don't want to go any farther. I hope you get it. Let me know about your questions, comments, concerns. And by the way, I don't allow redoing discussion boards or papers. It's a very rare occurrence. It happens, but don't even bother redoing it, especially without me knowing, okay? All right, Easter egg number 3 is follow formatting instructions. Okay, follow those formatting instructions. They're very basic. We'll get more into serious ones on Wednesday. In the meantime, enjoy the Packers. I'm not making any really crazy predictions, and then I've got to feel really sheepish on Wednesday. So let's just go with the way it is. All right, other than that, go Liverpool against United, and forks up. Peace.